Hey, what's up, everybody? I got my friend with me here today. What's up, big boy? Silver's exploding. I look at this candle and I'm like, I just start asking questions. I just start asking my agent question after question after question. Did some research with some other YouTubers that I've been listening to and I've been following for a long time. It's a little bit, there's some discombobulation, if that's even a real word, before we get too excited about this whole thing. Okay, here's a real question. Can silver actually be allowed to go up to hundreds of dollars per ounce? Okay. It's the world's biggest tech companies depend on silver. Okay. Silver is not just an investment, ladies and gentlemen. It's a critical industrial input. Okay. It has the best conduction of electricity, better than copper. So let me take a couple minutes here. Okay, I'm going to put some bullet points up on the screen here once I edit. Silver's role in technology. Okay, silver has the highest electrical conductivity of any metal used, and it's used in these chips. Okay, in the semiconductors. Data centers need silver everywhere. We all know the trend of data centers and AI right here. The EVs, solar panels, high performance electronics. I mean, so major tech supply chains depend on it. The Mag 7, do you think that the world's largest tech companies are actually going to allow this to happen? When silver gets too expensive, guess what it does? The electronics that we buy as consumers and depend on now, it's going to be cost prohibitive. They're going to become too expensive to even purchase because of the precious metals that are in there. It's okay, good boy. So he senses daddy's energy getting all crazy. This makes still silver strategic. It's not optional. Okay, the silver, it's not like this optional thing like Bitcoin. You buy Bitcoin and you're okay if it shoots to the moon because companies don't need it. Bitcoin to perform in revenue and make money. So let's see the supply side reality. Okay, silver is structurally tight. Most silver is a byproduct of mining other minerals. Okay, see, it's a byproduct. Number three, you can't just turn on silver production. And China is a major refiner, processor, and large consumer. Reports of tighter export controls equal supply for premium. I was asking my agent if China is going to limit the export of silver. It was a question I have in my mind. If it's one of the largest suppliers, then we got to take a look at this. You know who's actually the largest supplier that I didn't know until I did some research? Mexico is the number one supplier of silver, and Peru, I believe, is a close. It's either second or third. So we've got to look at this in this global discussion right here. Um, so can big tech let silver to go to $300 to $500? This is the key insight. It's not a conspiracy. Okay, this has strong economic limits that exist for the price of silver. If silver goes too high, check this out. Chip margins collapse. Consumer electronic prices spike. Inflation worsens. Demand destruction begins. Okay, yeah, the demand destruction begins. Engineers redesign products to use less silver. I mean, do you know how expensive that is to redesign products? To completely change the engineering and things. Of course, you can use other metals like silver and everything, but the size of cell phones that we like today, they're going to get bigger. I mean, it's the only way. It's the only way. If we have to cut back on silver in technology products. Okay, now at extreme prices, silver demand doesn't grow, it disappears. I mean, that is a kind of a scary statement to me. Now, why prices still spike anyway, okay? Futures markets amplify movers, and then we got fear plus tight supply, parabolic price action, physical demand rushes in, speculators pile in, but futures hedging, industrial substitution, government pressure, these all act like shock absorbers. And so it's because you have to absorb these crazy prices. And I know, I understand, listen, the silver community, I'm not trying to be negative here. I'm just saying the silver is a commodity. It's used for everything that we use today. And so when the prices get crazy, think about this, people. It's production. The price of production goes up for manufacturers of products that we use every day, that we need every day. Inflation is going to go crazy. If this rise in silver is going to boost inflation beyond what we can even comprehend, until companies find out or figure out how to engineer to create their products with other precious metals. Okay, it's goofy. So here's the final takeaway right here. Silver is critical enough to matter, but too important to be allowed to break the system. That's why silver doesn't move smoothly. It explodes, then corrects, then consolidates, and repeats. We've seen these explosions. It is like, look at a chart. I'm going to find this. I'm not going to go into the chart right now. Maybe I'll do that on my next video, but I was looking at it. You can see these explosions and then bear markets for a couple years, and then explodes, and then bear market. It's like, it really is a cycle with how the prices. So listen, what I'm talking about here is, if as an investor, if you've done well over the past years and you are financial free, silver is a great thing to hold long term to safely secure your money. Now, guys and girls like me, myself, I am on my journey to financial freedom. I am not currently a multimillionaire. I plan to be as soon as possible. It doesn't happen overnight. I've learned that in my life. I've seen enough cycles to where I'm mature enough to understand that. Okay, I'm holding some silver. When the price pumped, I did a video. I showed you guys I sold a portion, a third of it. Then I went and sold another two-thirds. But my situation right now, I am seriously considering selling the rest of my silver to reallocate those funds into other things that could suit me well, instead of a long-term hold. Now think about that. Wherever you are in your investment cycle, people, think about this very carefully, because go look at a chart. And it's a thing where, oh, I could have this, and now I could have got my, $5,000, 6, 7, 8,000, whatever it is, 2,000 right here. It's gonna dump. It's going to dump. Whatever goes up comes down. Don't live on hopium. Think it can't. I just made a point that silver cannot go to hundreds of dollars. The government won't allow it. It cannot go to $300, $400, $500 right now. It would be too expensive for these businesses, the biggest businesses in the world, to survive. The revenue crunch does not work out. The numbers do not work out. So that's what I want to say to everybody living on hopium, that silver is going to reach it. The price of gold, I mean, it will one day. It definitely could. Silver is becoming more precious than gold. So in our lifetime, I do think that silver could equal the price of gold in our lifetime. And by that point, I'm gonna hopefully at the dip buy twice as much once that comes. So, in closing here, this isn't about silver going to 500 overnight. It's about a higher floor, more volatility, and repeated cycles. That's what I'm talking about today. I appreciate you guys. I'm not getting emotional about this stuff. I try to kind of act like I am, but it does have a little bit of emotion talking about this stuff, because it's real. And I enjoy it. I love bringing this stuff to you guys. I appreciate your time. As always, Crypto Hop signing off. Enjoy the rest of your day, everybody. Do something fun out there. That snow's coming. Do something fun. Go sledding. Just go snowshoeing. Go walking out there, or get on the hill if you can. It's fun stuff. Reset the brain. All right. Thanks, Slippy. Thanks, Big Boy. Thanks for being in my video. All right. Peace out.